Hi there. Welcome to the Overturn Chatter 2. I'm here today to recap The Valley Season 2, Episode 7. We have Jack visits Luke and Christian to apologize for slipping about their engagement. And he said that he just was so happy that him and Brittany got to talk to each other that it just slipped his mind. And we got Christian, before he come over though, I wanted to say this. We got Christian and Luke in the house. I guess they eating dinner and they talking about her how having a baby has been an issue. She got to take all these tests and shit. And they went to check and his shit is good. So it's on her with this baby thing. So what I wanted to say is that I used to didn't like Kristen when she played in Vanderpump Rules. And I don't like her because I think she mistreated somebody, a black girl, I think. But it seems like she's mature now, like the most mature person on the show. So anyway, we got, what's his name? Jax wanted to hang out with his son Cruz. That's what he want. He don't get to see Cruz. He ain't seen him in a week. He don't want to fuck with that little boy. I'm just telling you. He want to see him, then not see him. Y'all know how them daddies be. So Jesse is hanging out with his daughter, and he said everything about her is him. And we see a picture with Aaron and Jesse sitting on his lap, and the little girl laughing, and so was Michelle. So I said, okay, must be nice. Must be nice. And we got Nina and Danny home with them kids. I don't know why the fuck they waking whoop sound. Whoo! All of them doing it. So good for them. So Kristen and Luke at home, and they take pics. They taking pictures for her. I think it's called James Mood, James Mo, her t-shirt collection. So she doing a photo op. The pictures look good. Brittany look good in them too. And Brittany is one of the people taking pictures for Christian, the t-shirt line. They doing it at Christian house. And while she there, Jax called and asked for some kind of verification code for the ring. And she was like, no, if y'all do that, you're going to get my shit. And he said, no, I'm not. I'm fucking right. She just hung up. So Zach told her hang up, so she hang up on him. So, because he's screaming. And she said, she tells us in the confessional how he won't leave us alone. He always fucking with her, asking her something. She said he be doing something called like she called it the Jack Taylorism. He be doing that shit. So he started talking to her about Hawaii and how it wasn't. And did anybody miss him? And she was like, no, nobody thought about you. And why would you want to come? So they, Jesse visits Jack's condo. He need to clean up. And so do, what's her name? Christian. That house was messy. So Jesse and Jax, they go upstairs and talk, and he said he upset. They get somebody. What the fuck did he think she was gonna do? And he said, how she over me so fast? Nigga, cause you been dogging her out for 10 years. You dogged her out before you married her. I don't see why she married you. He said, I want to drink, but I won't. And then Jesse said, if you drink, this is what people expect it. He said, but I need to get my place together. I just have severe highs and lows. He drinking. And, he said, why we gotta do everything? I mean, I just want to see my son. I was like, you sit there and talk all that shit, but you know what you can do? You can take her ass to court. You can go get you a lawyer, and you can set that shit, everything in her hands. Yeah, it's in her hands right now, but if you want to have a part of his life and you don't think that she treating you right, please take your ass to see somebody, a lawyer or something. So, Jax asked Jesse how is his divorce going, and he said that Michelle talked to one of her friend lawyers, and they might have to start all over. And he said, but here's the tragedy. Jesse said, Michelle want to win, and I want to win. And we Ukraine and Russia. And the only person going to lose is Isabella, their daughter, which is true. So he said that shit is like a battlefield, just co-parenting. So Michelle went to visit Sheena, and Sheena asked her how shit was going, and she said that Jesse went and got a $300,000 loan, put the money in his bank, and trying to make me responsible to pay half of it. I didn't sign the fucking papers. I ain't paying nobody, and I don't have none of the money, so I don't know what he gonna do. So Jesse was like, yeah, they froze all my assets and shit. So Jax was like, they froze your assets. So, you know, Jesse told Jack he had rock bottom. Jack said he ain't feel as bad since his partner died. So we got Nia and Danny visiting the plastic surgery. Do they have anything else to talk about besides her body, this house in Santa Clara, and having another baby? Bitch just had a baby. You ain't gotta tell them. You know how to get pregnant on the low. Then we see Jasmine in the beginning taking them to a house. First of all, it's $1 million house. From the outside, that motherfucker like a storage unit. I'm for real. A storage unit with a window. They go inside. It's way too small. Jasmine, they talking about knocking down walls and shit. You know, it could be their starter home. No. So, I'm mad at Nina a little bit because y'all live in crowded. Your house, look, when they come there to film, I don't even know where the fucking people film at. But your house is too small, and your kids need to run and play, and I don't know, and you say you are with kids 24/7, but y'all motherfuckers be hanging out. I ain't lying. Every time I say, I don't never see y'all with y'all kids, not unless you are home. So, Witchcom had a whole swim party at her house. What's her name? Sheena. You ain't go over there with your kids. Who watching? But I'm sick of hearing about her not liking her body. I'm sick of her talking about this baby. I want her to take her ass to Santa Clara, which is 20 minutes from where they live, and get a goddamn house to live in. So we got this sad couple, Jason and Janet. They're going to get a tattoo. She already got 4. And when Jason was talking, he was like, his body is his temple. He ain't real cool with putting shit on it, but I guess he got to get her out her salon because she's depressed. I don't want people to think about me. I don't want you to start thinking that about me like they did. Well, he see you in a different light than everybody else. But you kind of mean. You like to start shit. And you ain't ashamed of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, because y'all ain't got nothing going on in y'all storyline. I mean, you could have talked about your baby having to wear a helmet because he got a cone head. You got other shit you can talk about. Yeah, you really could. And I don't really like your house that much either. So, she said that. So what they did was some gay shit. They went and got tattoos on their married finger to do their ring. So when no ring is on the finger, the ring is still there. Girl, nobody looking at that man's hand so hard. He can put a goddamn ring around his neck. But if somebody want that motherfucker, they're gonna work. Rings don't stop nobody. I think sometimes rings encourage bitches, especially the ones that ain't got time for that. Don't want him around her house all the time. Having to cook for him and do shit. She wants somebody that can hit it and quit it. Then maybe get her a lunch or something every now and then. Fill her, give her some gas. Yeah. So she said ain't nothing wrong with her. Jason said he loves her. She's not a monster. And, you know, people say she real unlikable. I don't think nobody like this bitch, tell you the truth. So anyway, she says it's us against the world. Whatever. So Christian is visited by Nina, discuss the same shit. Her body and having a baby. And she got to get home to her kids, thank God. So, Kristen started talking about the miscarriage that she had, that she wants the baby. And that's it. And then Nina says, I just want a baby or mommy makeover. Well, just go get it. Jax is coming to see Britt, and he agreed to talk about the co-parent, and then she already know how it's gonna go because he coming to her house with bullshit. So she said Jax makes her nervous and she don't trust them. You know, it's when he said, did anybody miss me in Hawaii? And she said, fuck no. Well, she didn't say that, but she should have. So, you know, he was talking about you ain't got no pictures of me hanging up. This ain't, but you don't live there no more. So she said, you know, I just need to go our separate ways. So he asked her, so you good on going on with the divorce? She was like, yeah, motherfucker. She said, how much more you think I'm going to take? The shit that you did to me, the shit that you doing to me, because he going to do something to her. They start arguing back and forth. She said, you was out less than 5 days. You go to the bar. You pretend you drinking ice water, but you really got back on ice. She said, I don't believe none of the shit you say, but you shouldn't. Then he started telling her something about child support. I don't think he want to pay it. And she was like, what? And he was like, you make more money than me. You a baller. Why the fuck I got to pay for shit? You know, what you talking about? We're supposed to be co-parenting. And she just listened to his ass. She's like, you ain't shit. You ain't been shit. And you ain't going to be shit. And he ain't, because he don't want to pay child support. He don't want to, he don't want to help her. And then he's sitting around like a fucking dead cord in the headlights. Like, what I do? What I do? You trash motherfucker. So anyway, she said, Cruz ain't never going to your goddamn house, so you can forget it. Because you be having nasty ass, and it still bothers her that he see other women. You be having them nasty ass women over there. You got that coke problem, you know. I don't know. I'm tired of protecting you. I'm sick of this shit. And she said she did the shit that she did because she loved that man. Girl, I know. I loved mine too. They don't even fucking deserve that shit. So, crying is her her medicine. Cruz is his medication. Jack said, but he need to leave Cruz alone and take his medicine. Jack tell her, you can't throw away 10 years. And she said, you act like you ain't did nothing. She said, I told you to go to therapy. I told you, I did this. She said, motherfucker, it's too late. She said, so this is how we're going to do. We're going to handle everything. Half of the bills. I'm going to press you for half of the bills. And I'm going to have full custody. And he said, no, you ain't getting full custody. And she said, yeah, I am. He told her that she make more money than him, and why is she trying to destroy the father of her son? And he said, you act mean to me, and you just disregard me. And I said, I don't want her to cry to be like Jax. No, she said she don't want Cruz to be nothing like Jax. That's fucked up. And then she kind of crying a minute, and Brittany tells him, I can barely look at you. And that's the end of the episode. That's fucked up. When's divorce? It is nasty. And it's too many of them going through that shit. You got Michelle and Jesse. You got Brittany and Jax. They going some bullshit. So listen, you could have been anywhere, but you was here with me for 12 minutes, and I love you for it. Let me load this thing up so I can come back. I love you. Could have been anywhere, but you was here with me, and that shit means something to me. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care if one person or 50,000 people see my videos. I'm all right with that. Anyway, I love you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.